Catherine and Kevin McQuarters of Waihau, formerly of Kiwitahi, Springdale and Narua. This is the fourth farm they've milked on, as they were share milkers, and to increase their herd size or asset, they've kept moving. Like back in June 1979. Share milking isn't a way of life, it's a means to an end. The best system in the world for getting young couples onto their own farms. At this stage, Kevin and Catherine had been share milking for 6 years. First with 80 cows, then here with 130, and at the end of this shift, the herd became 285 strong. They owned the herd and machinery and split the income 50-50 with the property owner.
Yeah, once they go past, you carry on. Now, when we get up to Peterson's up here, there's that hidden gateway. It's hard to see. It's all surrounded by trees. This side of the tanker loop, virtually opposite Hall there.
By starting with a small herd, paying off the necessary loan and extending the herd size in subsequent shifts, share milkers get to a stage where they can sell over half their herd and use the money for the deposit on a farm of their own.
I got it.
Kevin and Catherine planned that this would be their last shift as share milkers. It was. 2 years later, they moved to this 94-acre property at Waihau, near Te Araha. This was Catherine's father's place, though it wasn't purchased at family hand-me-down rates, but at current market value. On the 94 acres, they're milking 120 cows, morning and night, 9 months of the year. For a few months prior to their ownership, the farm wasn't milking, so up went a new shed, 14-a-side herringbone. Not too large for either to cope on their own, and ideal for two, especially in the late spring, early summer period, when there's more to milking time than just milk extraction. The daily drench prevents two major health problems: bloat, caused by gas from young clover and grass, which can kill, and grass staggers, magnesium deficiency, also fatal. So a 2-in-1 dosage, anti-foaming bloat oil mixed with a magnesium powder. Oral intrusion and udder extrusion is just routine for a cow. They may even be bored. For Catherine and Kevin, it's also routine, but not boring. There's a lot to look out for and too much to do. Their herd of 120 will be milked within the hour. They're rearing 70, half for herd replacements, the rest for bull beef. Now they're over 6 weeks old, they're only fed in the morning, a time for Catherine to keep moving. For 15 teats in the cafeteria, 15 calves. The washing up is Kevin's chore. A cold water rinse, then hot detergent, followed by a hot rinse. Two-year-old Alistair is more a farmhand than a toddler. The shed's part of his upbringing, first in a cot and now a roving commission, often put to good use. Occasionally he'll get to the next chore before Mum and Dad, with varying results. In the 8 years they were building up their deposit, or herd, the McQuarters were also selecting and breeding for improved production. Now they're here, along with a hefty mortgage. Good production means they can cope with it. Lying west of Mount Tiaraha, the property's already seen quite a few changes, and there's more to come. The red lines on the farm map are new fence lines that'll even out paddock size to improve the grazing rotation and lead on to lanes for easy access to the cowshed. All the old fences are on their way out. The new layout will give them 18 paddocks, which, when halved, means fresh grass after each milking in an 18-day summer rotation, and using a break fence, a winter rotation of 80 days. All the new subdivision is hot, electrified. For 8 years now, Catherine's also worked off the farm. She's an artificial breeding technician, and for 8 weeks in early summer does a round of about 17 farms, inseminating up to 110 cows a day. Until 8 years ago, women weren't considered strong enough for AB work. But in 1981, one of the country's top technicians was a woman. Like most aspects of dairying, there's a set routine. A little bookwork, a fresh pipette for each syringe, shake the test tube of semen of the breed the farmer selected, and load the pipettes. Cows aren't selected for insemination at a farmer's whim. They select themselves by showing they're on heat. The most obvious sign is bulling, standing whilst other cows ride them in a masculine manner. The hand inside the rectum palpates the cervix, then guides the semen-laden pipette through it, about 1/8 of an inch, to discharge its contents. It's rather like writing with a black pen on black paper. You can only imagine what's happening. The herd can't cope with the phenomenal early growth, so this will be silage. Though with spring grass's high moisture content, 90 to 95%, the quality won't be great. So it'll wilt for a couple of days before it's chopped and stacked. The AB runs over and Alistair's woken from his backseat sleep to watch Mum shift stock on the runoff. He won't be tempted to follow her either. He's already aware that these fences bite. To take the pressure off the home place, the yearlings are run on this 50-acre lease. 40 heifers for herd replacements and 50 bulls for beef. Immediately after calving, cows build up to peak production, and the strain can show. This old girl's had some postnatal problems, coupled with a mysterious illness that's already killed another in the herd.
Yeah. It's only in one eye more than the other one.
Yeah, it's left eye, the right eye.
Yeah.
No, just now it's coming across.
We'll push it over. Easy go. Yeah. Characteristic signs, going by the other one, two of them, they're as rare as hen's teeth. I've only ever seen two in a cow, and you've had them both.
Yeah.
Give her 3 of those anti-tet in the vein. Run in some dextrose as well. And if she doesn't come right, we'll give her some ace-prime tranquilizer for 3 days like we did last time.
Yeah.
And if she's not showing signs of improvement after that, just let her go.
Yeah.
Because she's just, you know, the other one cost you enough money as it is.
We've got to try, eh?
Yeah,
Sort of
you
just
give them a go.
You can't.
She's worth trying. She's still got some fight in her. If we can get her eating, it'll help a lot.
Yeah.
Dog's having good fun.
Yeah. I don't like our chances with this one.
No, not after what happened to
No. She's lost too much weight. She's tucked up a lot more today.
Yeah. You write a letter to Nana.
Farmers wanting to lift production don't have to work in isolation. Herd testing and AB services provide a wealth of information on breeding selection, comparative production and individual performances. All the farmer has to do is keep the records up to date. Monthly individual herd testing points out the better producers. Milk meters siphon off a percentage of 2 milkings, so quantity and quality, milk fat, can be measured. The sampling's often done by the farmer and the analysis by a central laboratory. The days of recognising Daisy by name are over. Numbered earrings are all that's necessary for identity. But practically everything's changed in dairying. It's now a high-technology, efficient business. One thing that hasn't changed, though, is that young couples can still rely on share milking as the best way to work and save for a farm of their own.
29.
29.